everyone, welcome back to another episode of Speak Up with Mopriya. Today is a beautiful Sunday afternoon, which is quite bright and sunny, and I'm absolutely enjoying this day. I hope all of you are enjoying the Sunday as well with your loved ones and getting prepped to start the new week with new enthusiasm. For those of you who are on my channel for the first time, my name is Mopriya. I am a communication coach and a soft skills trainer. I'm also a TEFL certified spoken English trainer and a certified life coach. And here on Speak Up with Mopriya, I love sharing not only English related content, but also I try to share insights so that you can develop your soft skills and your overall personality. So if you like what you see on this channel, consider subscribing and share it with your friends and family so that they can also benefit. In today's video, I'm not going to do anything too technical. I am simply going to share my journey with English because I see a lot of you asking me this question from time to time as to Mopriya, what has been your journey in learning the language and gaining fluency? So today I am going to share with you about my relationship with the English language and how has this entire journey been. So my journey with English began back in 1991 when my parents were smart enough to realize that English is going to be the language of the future, and hence they got me admitted in one of the few English medium schools which were available in our city at that time. The name of my school is Holy Home. It's in a small town called Sirampur in West Bengal. And interesting fact, I studied in the same school from nursery till class 12. Fortunately, Holy Home is an ICSE ISC affiliated school. Therefore, the stress on the English language was always there. Over the years during my school time, thanks to all my wonderful English teachers, I fell in love with the language. Be it grammar or literature, I loved studying English. And obviously, I scored very good marks. However, I must give a major credit for the love of the language to my lovely English teachers, Shipra ma'am, Madhumita ma'am and Ivy ma'am, because it was their love for the language, their way of teaching, and their explanations about the language which actually made me fall in love with the language. So, ma'am, if you are listening to me, then I thank you from the bottom of my heart. Now, once schooling was over, then started the journey of college life. I took admission in International Institute of Hotel Management, that is in Salt Lake, Kolkata. And in the very first week of my college, I understood that Mopriya, no matter how good are you in written English or literature, you definitely have a long way to go when it comes to speaking the language confidently, fluently, and comfortably. So that's when my journey with spoken English began. It's not that I wasn't able to construct sentences or I wasn't able to use grammar correctly. However, despite of using the right kind of grammar, I was still not able to speak confidently, fluently, and articulate my thoughts in a presentable manner. Slowly and steadily, I told myself that, hey, if you want to build your career in this industry, English is going to be the first and foremost requirement because the service industry is not just related to one geography. We had to cater to people from all around the world and from all around the country. So, knowing a common language and a global language was extremely important. And that's when I started my journey with spoken English. So, to gain fluency, I started doing a lot of things together. I did not sit down with a grammar book. Yes, you heard it right. I didn't sit down with a grammar book. Instead, I focused on how to make English a part of my life. So, first and foremost, I started conversing as much as possible in English with my friends. However, before I did that, I started talking to myself in English, in my head. I would talk about different scenarios. I would talk about my day. I would talk about my feelings. I would narrate incidents to myself in English. That is where thinking in English came into picture. And trust me, back then there was no YouTube, so nobody taught me that, okay, you have to do this. I had to work with myself, understand myself, and figure out what works for me. When I started thinking in English, it gave me a newfound confidence. and that helped me in comfortably framing sentences while speaking to my teachers and my friends in college. The next thing I did was I started reading more. I was always interested in reading novels, and that's one thing I have continued doing. Although now the frequency is very less, I take time because of all the other time commitments that I have. However, till date, I love to read because that helps me to nurture the language in a way which is a little different from the spoken format. So, reading is something that I started doing back then in college. The third thing that I started doing was to watch a lot of English movies. Me and my friends, all of us were on the same boat, and we knew that we have to get comfortable with the language. So it was a norm for us since we were staying in a hostel or a PG throughout the 3 years of college. We made sure that every night during dinner we would watch some or the other English movie. Initially, it was difficult. Initially, we felt that, okay, how are we going to manage this, or how are we going to understand because they are talking too fast or we cannot understand. But we came up with a solution. We used to turn on the subtitles. Sometimes we also would lower down the playback speed. That helped us in understanding the words better, getting the pronunciation right, and also comprehending sentences in a better manner. So, watching movies really helped us to get better with our language skills. However, here's a trick: whenever you are reading or watching movies, the only thing that I would suggest all of you to do is to focus on and enjoy the movie. Whatever you like from there or whatever you like from the novel, your brain is automatically going to retain it, and it will be easier for you to use those words or phrases in future. And one more thing that I started doing during my college days is to write down. When I used to write, it helped me construct my thoughts better. It helped me to identify my grammatical errors, and it also helped me to express myself in a better manner. So I used to write about random things. Sometimes it would be just college projects that would help me in writing. Other times I would just write down about my day, or I would just write about any incident. However, I did all of these things together during college, and I really enjoyed the process. I never did any negative self talk. I never told myself that, oh, why are you so bad at this? Why are you not able to converse in English even after studying in an English medium school? I just kept doing the good work and kept telling myself that I'm going to get there soon. After doing all of these things, by the time I was at the end of college, which is in third year, I was quite confident and I was able to express myself a lot better than how I had joined the institute. However, let me tell you, gaining that fluency in college was not the end of my language learning journey, and I am still learning the language. So, this is one good news and a surprising news, maybe for some of you, to realize the fact that language learning is a lifetime journey. You can never say that you have mastered the language. I still keep making grammatical mistakes. There is slip of tongue from time to time, and that happens with our mother tongue as well. So, one thing that you need to tell yourself is you are never going to master the language. You can become fluent, you can become confident, and you can work towards it always. So, even today, when I watch English movies or series, I keep learning new phrases. When I'm reading a book, I keep learning new ways to express myself. During my career, I have worked with international clients for almost 10 years, and that has immensely helped me because I used to have long conversations with them, which taught me a very different way of approaching the language. Those interactions made me realize that it is not about perfect grammar or it is not about eloquent words. What matters is how interestingly can you express yourself to the other person. So whenever I talk to any of my students, I keep telling the same thing, that it is not about perfect grammar, it is not about fancy vocabulary. All that matters is how well, how easily, and how concisely can you express yourself to somebody else. So, to wrap up today's video, I'm just going to tell you that don't take up learning English or gaining fluency or becoming a better communicator as a project. Instead, enjoy the process, do the things that are necessary, do not shy away from the hard work, believe in yourself, and whenever you feel demotivated, keep reminding yourself of your goal. If you can follow these things, you can also become a wonderful communicator. I hope this video is going to help you in some way or the other. Now, you guys go ahead, enjoy the rest of the day, and I will see you all tomorrow with another new video. In case you want to connect with me, to know about my sessions or join the guided learning WhatsApp community, or to have a conversation for YouTube, go ahead, read the description box. It has all my details. Just do the needful and we can definitely connect. All right, then, with that, I'm going to wrap up the video. You guys enjoy and take care. Bye.